here?
Oh, perhaps it is.
Is he gonna? Yep, it's right there, friends. We did it. Hopefully you guys watch replays because that's an easy counter every single game.
A lot of people. I mean, he's got a sentry this time on Biver. A lot of people watch the replay of the game they just played, like during the lobby in the next game.
Where you at,
For that
Biver?
specific reason.
All right, bro. You know he went there. Biver, we're watching you, bro. We're judging every movement you make. All right, look at this. Okay, you see, it's too golden. Is that the same pirate front?
It's the exact same.
30
Everything,
seconds
actually.
to battle.
All right, I'm gonna have to check my own set a little later just to verify. Can't confirm or deny yet, but I'm getting ready to concede. Not gonna lie.
You know whose cosmetics really suck this game? Axe.
Let's take a look. Actually, yeah, these are dog shit. That's just.
Yeah,
he has
it
so
looks
many
like-
immortals. Like, come on, dude.
It looks
Jeez.
like he got this shit at the thrift shop.
Uh-oh. Maposhka! First blood goes away. Oh, that was actually with the Biver. That's fine. And his ward is going to be
Where's my pension?
denied here shortly. I'm calling it in the next... Where is he?
He's out, man. He's
it's
gonna
not
smoke.
happening. Damn you, Biver. Somebody message him quick. Well, there's a ward here showing that FNG and Biver are waiting on the cliff. Ben knows, and he's gonna not dodge it. Instead, can take a ton of damage. Wait, what kind of vision does that give? Yeah, he definitely saw. They pinged it out too.
Yep.
It's a tri-lane.
It's the old class of the mid tri-lane. You know, they added one new creep to mid lane, and all of a sudden, this is the lane to play. Anyone comes here then.
Well, Iceberg. I'm always interested in how Bloodseekers do, because I think of people that pick Bloodseeker as just disgusting human beings. So I don't know whether to root for them because it's a cool hero to watch, or he actually nice push to deny there, preventing that HP regen. But yeah, Bloodseeker is just like kind of a love-hate relationship. I think he's fun to watch, but so miserable to play against. So I'm never sure what the...
Laning against especially, just against every creep.
Not in my bracket. In my bracket, they're all garbage. All right, here we go. Ghost Stick taking a ton of magic damage from this Rocket Barrage. And looks like he'll be good to go for now, though. Unfortunately, in the meantime, taking lots of right click damage from Iceberg. My god. Who is low? Everyone on Team Empire is low.
Yep.
What kind of build do you expect, or what kind of, okay, not what you expect. What kind of build do you like on Bloodseeker? What's your go-to?
I like the Radiant stuff. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Treads
that's
blade
my one.
onto the Radiance, which is the Treads Radiant stuff.
Yeah. You're on board with my Radiance on every hero strat, right?
Not every.
Every core hero. What if Radiance is stacked? Could you even imagine? Then everybody
I
would
can
get
imagine how awful that'd be. I feel like it's a
imagine
blessing not
possibilities.
making it stack.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably for the best.
Can you imagine having like Spectre and Bloodseeker on your team thinking like one double Radiance?
Remember when it used to give 8% evasion to the holder of Radiance only?
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they got rid of it because it was too good. And then they put in a 17% chance to miss
That's right.
on
This is
everyone.
This is a balanced disaster.
Oh, mid lane, FN is going to leap away to safety. Get a couple right clicks on the FNG.
You know, FNG's level 3 at 3
Top
minutes
lane.
on support.
Top lane, bro. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's trying to TP out. Oh, he dies in the fountain. Oh, and he pings
no.
himself. He's like, why is this a thing? And I don't even know how to answer that for you, my friend. Mid lane, Miposhka initiated on yet again, but FNG is going to take an absolute beating. Arrow will connect. Can he actually finish this off? Does he have vision? Oh my god, what? Oh, that's smoke. That is
Everything
rough.
that could go wrong has gone wrong. It hits the arrow. The hit lands uphill, pops the smoke. Oh man.
I mean, let's be, that arrow should not have hit. That was really stupid. FNG is
was
super
better.
mad right now. And Mirana's just like, hey, I still got leap, by the way. Know what I mean?
You know, I was just about to say, this Earth Spirit, he was level 3 at like 306, which is insane for a support hero. But then, yeah.
But now a minute later, he's died and he's the same level.
Now he's sad.
Oh, he's going to take the DD rune. Oh, Poshka. Oh, are they going to turn this around? He is silenced right now, has the spike carapace. Won't actually do anything, though. But there's enough heroes here that you would imagine FNG is eventually going to die, but there's a possibility of a neutral deny. So, see if he can pull that off. He's going to roll on top of Miposhka, who's going to end up getting the kill, unfortunately. So 3-for-1 advantage for Empire right now as Biber runs away
so
very low
fast.
HP. Oh, that's true. He's just gonna go after FN here. He's forced the health pot up, but absolutely no mana to speak of.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, no
Dire's
mana
top
indeed.
tower
So,
is
I
under
mean,
attack.
Bloodseeker against the Mirana is nice because you can sit at full health and farm everything, and Mirana can't really apply any pressure, especially with the support that are sitting behind the Bloodseeker. But you know, this Mirana is really difficult for Team Spirit to kill. Right, Earth Spirit's just been hanging around mid lane, but doesn't do a whole lot, just leaps away. I guess with Bloodseeker's level 6, they have a bunch of kill potential on this hero, but...
On top lane, Faceless Void attempting the same strat. This time he is successful because he didn't have to go buy one at the side shop. Mid lane, like, I feel like Mirana's been doing pretty well. She has
I think so too.
2 kills, but look at the CS. It is not even close, not even remotely close. 38 and 18 to 20 and 1. Essentially double the CS Iceberg has right now.
Bloodseeker mid's one of those heroes that he lanes well against pretty much everything. But of course, when he blood rages himself the last hit, he can be killed by ganks. But when you just sit behind him with support heroes like that, you pretty much prevent that possibility. So he can CS to his heart's content.
Yes, poor man's shield for the win, some would say.
Yeah, great item.
How do you think... Remember, Blood Rage used to cost mana, right?
I don't remember actually.
I'm pretty sure it
Silence,
used to.
remember? You mean like that long ago?
Yes, like super long ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, it did cost.
Before it amplified damage. Top lane, or bottom lane Axe takes 1 proc of the call down, but we'll walk away just fine. Biber in the meantime, half HP. What game was it where AA was like level 6 at like 8 minutes?
That was
Was that last game?
Yeah, it was when Vansco was playing AA. It wasn't last game, it was the first game, right?
Game 1? Okay. We're seeing a lot of AA this tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
Not near the same. Oh, this stack is ginormous. Can he actually get... Is this
It's not
Is this
stack
4 right
anymore,
now?
right?
I don't think so. They just cock-block each other. Is that 5? Yeah.
2 big birds, the tomato, potato.
Well, Axe, meanwhile, is taking out a stack of his own. This looks like a triple. Yeah, I think the tomato is my least favorite creep in the game. It just beats the crap out of me when I try to jungle.
It actually kicks everyone's ass in the jungle. I just like the trolls because they look fun.
The ones that give the mana regen?
No, the big ones.
Oh, the
ones-
big. Oh, yeah.
Radiant
They look
top
funny?
Yeah, they do. Look at click the picture. They have like this big goofy
Show me which
smile.
camp has it so I don't have to look for a million years.
The big stack.
Wait, hold on. Top lane. TP out. Will it be successful? Yes, it will again. Alright, you said
Dire's
where?
bottom tower
It didn't
is under
spawn here. The
attack.
big stack?
And the gigantic stack on radio. Very right camp.
Alright, let's see. If I miss a kill, I swear to God, dude. This is
that's
up
what
to
I'm
you.
hoping
Radiant's
for.
top
It almost
tower
worked.
is under attack.
Alright, he's moving right now, so it's difficult to see. Show me your face, you piece of shit! Alright, I'm just looking at the crotch of a wild wing ripper, so I can't get a good view. It's too much work. If only we had a professional spectator. Bottom lane, Axe initiated upon, and the call down will be more than enough to drop him to his knees. Miposhka level 4 right now in the mid lane. Looks like Bloodseeker's going for the Midas. That's pretty standard, I would say. So, the reason I brought up the item build for Bloodseeker is because I was wondering what you thought of the QO build, which is the max Dagon surprise.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I don't like it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And what's your reasoning?
I just don't think it's very good.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Really? That's your reasoning? That is so deep, Brax. Thank you
What
for
else?
coming.
What else do you want from me?
You could say why you think it's shit instead of I just think it's horrible.
Because I don't like it. It's simple.
You just don't like it.
I just don't think it scales very well.
Okay. See,
It's
that's a
one of
better
those things that
answer.
falls off. And of course,
You
it's
could
not a
have said that the
Radiance.
first time.
Radiance
I know.
is the greatest item.
I can't argue with you there. Lots of neutral killings this game. More so than any game we've seen so far this series. As
That is
Bloodseeker
true.
right now, top of the net, top of the CS. Let's see what the net worth is. Yep, that as well. And with that Midas, it's just gonna grow and grow. What do you think of like the mid? I guess it's more of a 4 Bloodseeker when you do this, but you build kind of utility. Eventually get something like an Ags. You like that build at all?
I think it's good too. I think it's really good when you have like another carrier that's gonna already like do all the physical damage that you need, or do all the damage that you need.
So
It is
can you
like
get
the-
away with that as a mid though?
You can in some games.
Okay.
I think with the gyrocopter, it's a build you definitely don't want though. If you have like a harder carry, like an anti-mage or something, I think it's perfectly fine.
Right. All right.
Like the like mules, Ags, Octarine, that kind of style. Of
Oh, they're going to run right into him. The Static Storm Kinetic Field completely whiffs, and Vanscore is going to be in a lot of trouble. Takes one proc of the call down, but the Glimpse will keep him safe for now.
Radiant's
He's
bottom
gone.
tower
Bloodseeker's
AA is
fast.
not
attack.
6. And that's another thing to keep in mind with the Bloodseeker essential global vision, if you want to call it that. In addition to AA, it's going to be hard to use. Again, he's not 6 yet.
Yeah. You know, there's a big difference between what Team Spirit did with their Void in the last game and this game, right? This game, Void's already lost his tower. He's been constantly being forced out of the lane. He has an Iron Talon. He's jungling. Pretty much has no farm compared to last game, and that's just because Team Spirit in the last game, they committed heavily to opening up his lane by ganking it and taking the tower, giving him all that space. He was able to go for a hand of Midas and get extremely farmed. This game, this is what happens a lot to Void when you don't help him, or when you don't like try to make that move. This is usually when he goes like. And
I
then
mean,
this
this,
is the,
yeah, this is what Void, for me, is most familiar in the offlane.
Yeah, definitely. This is what it feels like most of the time, right, when he's offlane.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
And a lot of the time, it's just like, it's not. It is the matchup sometimes. In this game, it's hard to make a move on the Venom like that, especially when wards can just like keep pushing up the lane. But yeah, if you're unable to make that move to the Faceless Void, then this is what happens to his game. He feels
Oh,
very
Gyrocopter, can they get vision? Glimpse is available.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they thought they might have been spotted by a ward, but that was not the case, as our Spirit showing off his stuff. He's like, hey, I can roll. Do you know how my abilities work? Let me show you.
looking scary.
Bloodseeker going towards
Bloodseeker.
a Radiance. So
He's
the
so
build-
fun.
Yes.
Look at his
So
code right now.
is this normal to go Radiance first, or I thought like typically you go Blade Mail before that?
Depends on the game. Sometimes you need
He's
to
just
blade
farming
meal.
so well or something.
Yeah, this guy's so far ahead right now, he can do whatever he wants. But in some games when you absolutely have to fight now and you can't wait to farm, 5,000 gold for your Radiance, that's when you play.
Gotcha. Well, we have yet to really see a Rupture yet. I mean, he's just been farming, like you said, and very content in doing so. Here comes the initiation. Nice kickback onto Chappie. Moonlight Shadows activate. Here comes the initiation of Ghostic, showing off his Blink Dagger. Chrono Spear onto an AA. Old Venomancer is the first to drop. Vanscore looks to be next to the Rocket Barrage. Void doesn't have Time Walk and just gets completely owned thanks to the Starstorm. So it ends up being a 2 for 3 as Iceberg and company hightail away.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yep,
attack.
AA just hit his level 6 there too. So that was fantastic. I mean, the initiation was a little awkward, but in the end it didn't really matter. The one thing that sucks about these team fights is when you're playing this offlane Void and you die in a fight like that, you just don't cash out. His team's rich, but he's no longer rich.
Yeah, that poor young man.
At least his team fight impact is still quite useful. They have a lot of spells to combo off of the Chronosphere, so that's nice.
Uh-oh. Laposhka finds I love to win. FN is here with an arrow, and that should be more than enough to take out the position 1 Eurocopter, as we like to call him
is
here.
under attack.
Is that what you call him?
I call him Gyro, but he does love to eat Euros. It's his favorite snack. Which we'll get into that conversation in just a little bit, but I don't want to miss any action, Brack. I know you're very curious.
Radiant's bottom
Based on your
tower
silence,
is
I know you're
under
very
attack.
curious.
I am so
Dire's
interested.
middle tower is under attack.
Please tell me.
Tier 1 tower is going to be taking out bot. And okay, we can actually talk about it. So you know that meal, that sandwich. Have you had it before? The Greek. It's called a gyro. Did you know that?
Okay, yeah.
People
I know
call
what
it
you're talking
gyro a lot,
about. Yep.
but it's actually gyro. Like the American pronunciation should be gyro. I think the actual pronunciation is more like hero, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, he
Understood.
loves eating them. That's
I
kind of
didn't
what.
understand
Is under
at first
attack.
because I was like, are you talking about a gyro?
That's right, bro. Disruptor gets initiated upon. It's going to be a pretty easy kill overall. Miposhka
Radiant's
could
bottom
potentially
tower
look for a
is
counter
under
initiation,
attack.
but Chappie right now is pretty happy at pushing this bottom lane.
Dire's
As
top
it looks like he
tower
used
is
Vendetta to
under
actually take
attack.
out the courier.
Yep, nicely done there.
Yeah, I was going to say something regarding the Euro.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Now I forgot what I was going to say. It was very
Radiant's
important, as you might
middle tower
imagine.
scanning.
It's always important. Everything you
So-
say is important.
Thank you. I appreciate that. friend.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is this going to be a smoke?
My
Nope.
pension.
Shadows.
No
take
smoke.
us.
Oh, they have a Moonlight Shadow. How could I forget? The infinite smoke, if you will.
Yeah. Do they have any reveal for this? They do. Okay, FNG has Dust and Sentries, but Empire's gonna be able to get the jump if they can find a hero.
Yeah, Axe will find the... Oh, he misses the call. Glimpse into an Impale. Not the greatest synergy, but they end up getting it down one way or the other. So that's another dead Faceless Void call down on top of the Poison Nova. Looks like the AA Blast will connect. FNG is the next to fall, so it's a 2 for nothing. As Empire looks to regroup. Chappie still applied with the Ice Blast. Impale will hit Bloodseeker. They can see him with the kinetic field, but not sure if they have the damage to actually take him out. Axe jumps in. The arrow will not hit. There's a ton of creep. Iceberg, he's getting pretty low. He's going to have to use Rupture and try to run away, but looks to not be happening today. So 3 for nothing. Great initiation from Empire.
Yep. They were able to find a fight. They got the jump first, even though it was a bit awkward. Still, it worked out. At least for Team Spirit, Bloodseeker didn't really lose any gold. He just bought his relic and he only had like 80 gold on him or something. So, I guess there's that. But you know,
Radiant's middle
this
tower
game
is
looks
under
pretty
attack.
tough once Bloodseeker gets his relics. It is the greatest item in the game, and it's tough to deal with.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he didn't... unfortunate in Empire's eyes that he didn't lose much gold since he had already got the relic. But back to important topics, ladies and gentlemen. The gyro. I want to make a set where it takes advantage of his lore, which is the sandwich gyro. How can we do that with Valve accepting in the game? That's the question. That's the challenge.
It's the gun, the sandwich gun.
Sandwich, so it just bursts out with tzatziki sauce or something, or what?
I don't know. That's for you to decide.
I don't know, dude. That doesn't sound like something they'd accept. But then again, there is an Ogre Magi with a... What is that thing called that he... Not... It's like a balloon... Not a balloon. The thing that you
Slot
float
machine?
with. Flotation device.
Is
Oh,
there?
well, yeah, and that too, I guess. Yeah, there's a... For the last compendium, you get like this flotation thing that... What are those called? I don't know what they're called, but it's like what babies wear. It looks ridiculous.
What babies wear?
Yeah,
A bib?
it's what babies wear when they're in the pool to float.
Floaties?
Yeah, so they're combining like kid stuff with gambling. I'm actually not sure what's going on. Slot machine on the back.
They're walking a fine line here.
They really are.
Dire's middle tower
Hide your
is
kids,
under
hide your
attack.
wife.
Radiant are scanning.
As Moonlight Shadow is applied now. We'll see if they get a good initiation disruptor. Glimpsing the Gyrocaptor into the Static Storm Kinetic Field combination. Gale will completely miss as Miposhka is here with a nice mana burn. Faceless Void gets only the Chrono onto 1. Could be enough for the kill on the Nyx Assassin when applied with the Ice Blast. But Gyrocopter actually ends up dying to the Poison Sting. Earth Spirit barely gets out into the fountain. And it looks like this is going to be a 4 for... Wait, what? Advanced score? Oh, FNG died in the fountain? I'm going to check this in a second here. So we have the cancel of the TP, and looks like Void is going to be next, although he will try to deny himself to Ancients. That is the only play here, my friend. And he will get it! Woo!
Nicely done.
And yeah, our Spirit died in the fountain. Are you serious, dude? Venomancer is a disgusting, disgusting hero.
Yep, this is bad. I mean, I don't know. Like, Gale was missed, but it doesn't matter. He just casually strolls in, sneezes everywhere, throws down some friends, pops the veil, and these guys all die. It's a ridiculous amount of magic damage at this point of the game, and you know, last time in the first game, it was tons of puts, right? So much damage here.
Yeah, the old Rupture Ice Blast combination. Gotta love it. Call down to come through as well, and that will be the one that finishes them off. Actually, no. I lied. It was Rupture.
All right, Chappie still got a kill on FNG.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you're Venomancer and you're dead, you're probably going to get at least one more kill, right?
That's what it feels like, right? Every time he always takes him down. That was even without the ultimate.
What do you think the most disgusting combo with Venomancer is?
A Bloodseeker.
Really?
Yeah, when you ult, everyone has like 1 health.
Okay, I'm going to disagree and say Warlock, Fatal Bond.
Okay, yeah, that is it.
That is filthy.
It actually used to be like really popular when Warlock was
Unfortunately.
played a lot. I know, it was insane.
It's one of those things that when you're spectating it, like sometimes when you play something, yeah, it's super annoying, but when you watch it, it can be fun. This is like you're bothered by it when you watch it. Like that is not acceptable.
I was watching the Kiev Major, and there was a team fight where one of the teams got Fatal Bonds off, and it actually bounced to Roshan.
Yeah, that's right. That happened twice in the same game. I think it was Pylai Dai that did it.
Yep. And
that
they were
was
just
hilarious.
hitting Roshan, and it was insane. It feels like one of those things that should not be allowed to happen in the game.
I mean, that's a bug that turns into a feature, right? I think it's past the timeline. Oh, my Pushka. Is that a Moonlight Shadow I heard? Nope. He's just invisible with the Vendetta. He's going to use the Impale right off the bat into a Static Storm Connect Field combination. Ghost Stick with the jump in and the Blade Mail. He should be able to get this kill. Well, that actually will not be the case. He'll be the one to die first. The glimpse back onto the Faceless Void. Venomancer, though, he does get off his ult. That means he's going to get about 3 or 4 kills this game, in this fight.
They're all dead.
Yeah, now the Chronosphere onto 2. Beautiful combination with the Earth Spirit, dealing so much damage over time.
They actually are all dead.
And, well, I think so. All right, very good. And here comes FN to clean everybody up. Faceless Void. He only has Poison Sting applied. So you need a little bit more damage to actually take him out, FN. Arrow, arrow, arrow. Oh! Does have Starstorm, which I thought would have been enough to kill him, but apparently not.
Alright, so he got silenced and stunned. He got silenced twice, actually, in that fight. Pops the hood, manages to get the ult off, and they all die except for the Void today.
What a great hero.
It's actually so ridiculous.
And he's going for a halberd. You know, that's an interesting item that we haven't seen. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of halberd after the initial like obsession after the buff, right? After the buff, where if you apply it before BKB, it still stays on. For the next 2 months, everybody was picking that shit up. Like everybody. And now nothing. Why is that?
It's also very... You're right that a lot of people aren't picking it up, and I feel like it should be picked up more in a lot of these games. But in this game, I don't think Halberd's that great. There's a lot of... I know they have 3 right clickers in that.
Oh, the Leap Rupture combination. Here's counter initiation from the Axe onto the Bloodseeker with that Blade Mail. That is more than enough damage, good sir.
Time is money.
You know, if I had a choice in Dota to have a voice from one of the heroes, just to like incorporate that into my everyday life, it would be Axe, 100%, not even close. Just imagine, like you're this classy young gentleman with big, beefy arms and chest hair growing out, and you talk shit, all while being the gentleman. Imagine, for Axe. Imagine how great life would be.
Life on easy mode.
Don't underestimate the man in the top left. Gyrocopter. That needs to be a cosmetic as well. Looks like we're going to have the Gyrocopter die here. Next Assassin will be the trade, but FNG gets chopped down by Ghost Stick. So 5k lead for Empire, as they're looking pretty good for the moment. Vansker actually super low HP. Where's AA? Nope, no Ice Blast for 20 seconds.
Yep. Alright, so let me ask you something. Has anyone ever called you a genius?
Other than myself, no.
Don't worry, I'll be the first person. You're a genius. These cosmetic ideas are gold.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna have to steal one of these.
How are you gonna steal it exactly?
I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out.
You have to figure out how to steal it and then steal it. Okay.
Yep. It's a
Yeah,
work
just
in
remember,
progress.
the top hat
Radiant's top
axe.
tower is under attack.
He could be wearing an entire tuxedo, actually. It's probably for the best. And then the gyrocopter gyro.
Alright, I have 2 golden ideas right now. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I'm actually
I'll
full
see
of
my
ideas.
Ferrari next year.
Dude, if the Euro thing gets in the game, that is it. We'll make enough money for that. Ghost is going to initiate onto Earth Spirit, bringing him back to the high ground. But there's a Blood Right to create a little bit of space, and FNG will walk away at half HP. Or will he? Gets glimpsed back into kinetic field, able to roll out just in time. Arrow not going to find its mark. Miposhka is showing on the map. He really wants this Blink Dagger, and he's extremely close to getting it, so watch out for that.
Yep, huge pickup there.
Dire are scanning.
Well, Mirana has the Lincoln Sphere, so Rupture won't be as easy to cast, but of course there's Blood Rage. Pretty sure Blood Rage has a lower cast range, right? Oh, wait, maybe not. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
It's not by as much
bit.
as I thought, though.
It's still pretty big cast range, actually. You just don't often see it because usually it's on Bloodseeker.
Alright, Miposhka. Oh, finds the Void. He knows that, well, time walks back again, but Moonlight Shadow. Yeah, they see him. He gets silenced. He really needs to get a Lotus Orb real bad. Gets stunned up by the homing missile. Here comes Axe with initiation onto Gyrocopter. Does he actually have enough? What? He just got bounced away by Earthspear. Beautifully done. It's going to cost him his life, but definitely worth it. Chronosphere on 2. It's going to be Axe the first to fall. Disruptor looks to be next on the list. Gyrocopter still pretty low HP. Has to be careful here as Bloodseeker attempting to run away. Gets stunned thanks to Spike, Carapace, and Radiance. And now he is stuck in a terrible, terrible spot. Gets right-clicked down very easily by FN, who's now silent. It's a 2 for 2. Gets stunned by the cold feet. Gyrocopter. Like, I got a homing missile for you. Well, here comes Faceless Void. He has Mask of Madness available. As Mirana and company look to be taken out, but the wand will keep him healthy. And now Gyrocopter trying to go to work. He gets another homing missile, but the arrow completely decapitates him, and the Lincoln Sphere blocks the homing missile completely. Biver is the last remaining member of Team Spirit. Looks to be going down as long as Miposhka can hit this stun, which he cannot. And the Gale will actually hit, but he's going to be fine. There should be a shrine close by.
Is he going to make it to the shrine, though?
All right, we'll see. It's Biver Watch, ladies and gentlemen. He makes it. I can't believe it. Earthspear in the meantime. Going to dodge the arrow thanks to that creep sacrificing his life. Miposhka. Ice Blast will completely miss. And that's going to break things up.
Right there. I mean, Team Empire, once they get the jump, these fights are pretty easy, even with the Chrono Cannon. You can have a lot of threats to deal with. These heroes are pretty tanky as well. Venomancer, he has evasion and tons of armor along with the hood. Mirana hard to lock down too with the Lincoln Sphere. I mean, Bloodseeker was off to quite the good start this game, but even after he picked up his Radiant, he dies in these fights.
Well, the Spike Carapace is definitely an issue, because you can...
Yep,
that's another one of those instances. The hero is just too good. I feel like this hero should be a first ban in every single game, and he has huge impact, and there's so many heroes that they can't help but get stunned. Like we talked about Razor, just has a fucking ability, a passive ability that makes him stunned. Like, Jesus Christ, that's horrible. And then Radiant's obviously a big issue.
I feel very strongly about this. I mean, Gyro Flat Cannon as well, Call Down, all these spells just get you stunned.
Nyx is so good. It's such a good hero.
He's very good.
Moonlight Shadow. Not sure if they saw there are a bunch of pings, so it sounds like they are aware. And yeah, you can just see the farm discrepancy between last game and this one with the Faceless Void. Mask of Madness and a Mithril Hammer. Has absolutely no farm. Rough
he
stuff.
Is on welfare.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, bottom tower. What was that bottom? No, mid tower taken out by Mirana.
Dire's top tower.
Who has a fully built Mjolnir, actually. And we'll be going for a Manta next.
You know what I've noticed? Every Mirana has gone completely ham in the CAS.
Yeah, they really have. Disruptor. He dead. Or is he? Oh, one more right click's gonna take him out. He does get off the Static Storm combination. Venomancer gets ruptured into an Ice Blast and Chronosphere. That's a lot expended on the Venomancer. Probably worth, though, because he did not get his ultimate off. Faithful Void right click down by the Mjolnir, holding Mirana, and that's going to be 2 kills for her. FNG. He jumps right into an axe. That is probably the last person you want to jump into. That is unfortunate. Gets chopped down into the ground. Biver with very little mana to speak of will attempt to run away. should be okay. But
that
another
was,
one fight by Empire.
That was all without Venomancer getting his ultimate off too.
Yep. If you're Vena, do you go like BKB or something? What do you go for?
I
He's
thought
going
he was
for
gonna go
Halberd or Hurricane Pike.
I thought he was gonna go BKB instead of the Halberd actually. I thought that would have been pretty good because then he can just sit there and tank the, you know, when he gets ruptured. Pretty much whoever gets ruptured ends up getting blasted into like a chronosphere, right? So he can just sit there and kind of hold his ground, but you know, this way it makes them use more abilities on him and he's tankier. I guess it doesn't matter too much since it's all he has to do is get his ultimate off, right?
Yeah. Well, like you said, they used literally everything on him. So after he was dead, they had nothing left for anybody else, unfortunately.
Yep.
And they definitely did not layer though, because that was a rupture into a chronosphere. That is not the combo you want.
Axe has gone three blades.
Counterproductive, but you know, sometimes you just have to kill that one hero. I mean, imagine if he got his ultimate off in that fight. It would be
Axe right now working with a 10-second BKB, fresh and juicy, ready to go.
That's right. So how do Spirit come back in this game? Obviously, it is extremely difficult for them to take these fights, even though they do have some big teamfight ultimates. We have the Call Down, AA Blast, Rupture, and of course the Chronosphere. But if Empire managed to take Roshan, which the heroes are quite good at doing, it kind of counters the Chronosphere aspect and how they want to take these team fights. But I don't know. I mean, they do have tons of AoE, so perhaps they can get to Empire to group up somehow. There's a BKB up on the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker actually got a lot of damage in this fight. Finish up the BKB and now he's at 2,000.
Looking for a Manta style next. Do you think that's the right choice?
I think it's quite good. It helps them get these lanes out without it being in danger. Otherwise, these lanes are ridiculously hard to get out with so much patch on the Empire.
Then you go for an Octarine, right? Just turn into the old Alchemist Naga. Easy game.
It is good, but I think he
Really?
might buy up one more. It is good.
Hold on,
Really
hold on.
good.
You think that's actually good on Bloodseeker?
Yeah, I think it's really good on Bloodseeker.
I mean, I understand the Radiance Octarine is good, but the whole idea of pushing out, like, I feel like so much is wasted buying, like, the Naga build. But maybe I'm wrong.
That's usually what the building is here is actually.
Really? Octarine? On
Yeah.
top of all this? Huh.
Yeah, it's very common.
Interesting. That's kind of disappointing to hear, actually.
Kill the hero for you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, no, I hate the hero anyway, so it doesn't really do anything, honestly.
Radiant are scanning.
I've seen it a lot, especially with like later Agnums. He has lots of sources of damage to lifesteal.
Oh yeah, the 40-second charge. 2 charges of Rupture with 40 seconds cooldown.
Yeah.
I think that item is super underrated. Very good. Pushka is scouting things out. Sentry is placed, and he gets silenced. We've seen this before. AA Blast as well. He's done. And that means that Empire is going to have to abandon Roche, who's now at half HP. By the way, I just need to give another shout out to this Courier. This effect on the Courier is absolutely amazing. But first, more importantly, we might have a fight. Ghost Sticks and Viz thanks to Moonlight Shadow. Nix, of course, is dead, so this is a 5v4. They're going to place a sentry. They know he's there. But we'll see if they actually attempt fight around the Roche pit. Rupture onto FN. He's at half HP. Bloodright coming in. Counter initiation on Axe onto the Bloodseeker. We pop the BKB pretty shortly here. Static Storm, Kinetic Kill combination doing essentially nothing. Good Chronosphere onto Mirana, although it stuns most of his team, so maybe not so good. Chappie does get off his ultimate this time. Is there enough right-click damage coming out? As Chappie the Chopperson takes out the Void. Next looks like the Gyrocopter. He's just going to use the old right-click, the old-fashioned one. What a nice gentleman he is. So it's a 3-for-1. Yes?
This gentleman indeed saving his
What are
team.
you hiding, Rashad?
I mean, if that was me, I would definitely point it again. It's too fun.
I'd do that.
Bloodright. Okay, Bloodseeker. How much damage you got now, bro? But Roche is dead. Mirana will take Aegis. And it was a good effort there from Team Spirit, but as a result of that, they're now even in a bigger hole.
Yeah, it was the Chronosphere was quite unfortunate. Gyrocopter was too close. Getting Mirana. That Mirana lived with such a small amount of HP as well. I think they definitely could have won that fight if they played it a tiny bit better, but You know, that's Dota.
Dire's bottom
Things happen,
tower
right?
is under attack.
And now that there's an Aegis up on
Dire's
Team
bottom
Empire, I
tower
feel like
has fallen.
Team Spirit's way they want to take fights is countered pretty hard. They won't be able to just single out an individual to kill, at least the Mirana, which is the biggest damage to this game right now. And just disable him in the fights. Looks pretty difficult right now. He did finish up his nifty Aghanim Scepter.
Yes, against the Nyx Assassin is a great idea.
That's right.
Now, I don't know, the whole... I'm interested to hear your thoughts about the Ags in a second here, but we might have an incoming fight. Perhaps a gank attempt, if you can call it a gank at this stage of the game. Nyx showing himself in the mid lane. They'd have to dive the tier 1, which is still standing, by the way. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. 34 minutes in. And they're not going to do anything with this. The Ags... I hear varying opinions on this, and maybe there isn't a correct way to do it. But getting Ags earlier rather than later, better. You get like a Maelstrom first to be able to farm up the Ags, and then because of that, you have like the double proc idea. Or the way he's doing it now is like you go tank and then you go Ag. You have absolutely no damage on this hero, like physical DPS right now.
I feel like this just is something that hasn't been explored enough yet.
Yeah,
And
it
people
could be.
don't really know what the options is. I feel like going first item Aghanims is actually very good.
I agree.
I think it's a pretty unique mechanic where like it's an item that essentially doubles your damage. Of course, if the circumstances are right and an individual is singled out right, but still, like it actually improves your farm score quite a bit. And
exactly.
Towers, no.
Couldn't agree more.
Of course, this hero is quite unfortunate.
Oh, we got the triple arrows incoming. Ghost Stick is ruptured. He's just going to walk away. It's going to be just fine, but the Static Storm is going to completely demolish the Earth Spirit. And Axe just waits out the rupture, and now they don't have a big spell to work with. One of the more powerful single target spells in the game. We'll see if this will be enough for Empire to actually reach the high ground. Homing Missile connects on the Chappie. Doesn't really care. We'll be able to get off his spells pretty easily. Has a Hurricane Pike now, so it can position itself a little bit better if needed. Homing Missile will just continue to be spammed on this Venom. Have you ever seen the 3 homing missiles?
I have.
Is it good?
No.
Sounds interesting. Like, it sounds weird because you have to cast it. That's the main issue, right?
Yep.
But in theory, having 3 homing missiles plus 3 is insane.
It just ends up being so awkward because like casting already looks pretty clunky. Your hero pauses there for a moment, brings out the missile.
Like, hold on, guys. I'm not going to use my Q, my E, or my R. And I'm just going to hit everybody with a homing missile. Then we start the fight, okay? That's kind of how it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you. The whole awkwardness behind that, it feels like the kind of the Legion Commander discussion we had where you feel like you have to press the attack, then blink, then blade mail. It's just a very weird process. Doesn't feel like super intuitive all the time.
Yep. I know what you mean. It just feels so odd to... It already feels awkward casting one homing missile in a fight, you know? It's like harassed as they like... As, you know, heroes end up approaching high ground, never really like, kind of pause in the middle of a team fight to start up your homing missile. It is weird.
Arrow will not connect, but they'll get a little bit of vision, and that means Axe is in a lot, or Gyrocopter's in a lot of trouble. He pops the BKB, but gets chopped down very early in this fight. And they're actually going to continue here. Chronosphere onto 2, doing decent amount of damage to the Nyx. Gets stunned out. It's got a 1-for-1, but that's Chronosphere down. Ghost Stick's going to miss his call, but that's the glimpse onto the Void, who gets arrowed right after the leap, and that is a dead Faceless Void for 60 seconds. That's 2 cores dead with no buyback. Aegis still online for Mirana with this MKB. Just trying to suicide himself, I guess. Uses up that Aegis. And this looks to be a Rax, if not more, for Team Empire.
Yep, those multi-arrows actually hit the Bloodseeker as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a great skill. When that first came out, I was like, this is so stupid. But even if they don't connect, it gives so much vision. Especially when going high ground. Super, super good.
They actually connect a lot more than some.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of these two.
It's like you're playing a mini game trying to dodge these fucking arrows. Oh, Looks like we have to jump in onto Earth Spirit. Rupture onto Ghost Stick, though, as the return. Ice Blast will not connect, but enough damage should be output here by Iceberg to take him out. So it's a 1-for-1. But look at this right click from Mirana. Dear God. Iceberg cannot get away. He does buy back immediately, but this is a second rack. Empire will probably just back up with a Moonlight Shadow. Although Axe did buy back, so maybe they just want to finish now. I'd be a little bit surprised, but we'll see. Arrow will connect on the TP for Gyrocopter. Oh, he just respawned. Oh, no, not like this, please. Now with that, that might be the GG, but we'll have to wait and see. BKB pop by Void. It doesn't really get anything out of it. Has Chronosphere in 16 seconds, but what follow-up is there? There's the Ice Blast. Unfortunately, no cooldown because Gyrocopter is dead. So Empire should be feeling pretty confident here. Venomancer is just sitting up at the top lane, going to town on this tier 3 rack, or tier 3 tower. See if they can breach again. Here comes Void. There's a Chronosphere into AAL. 2 heroes. It's pretty good. Venomancer's getting quite low. Doesn't have really much mana to speak of either. They're going to be able to clean them up pretty easily, actually. Ghost Stick off the BKB inside the Static Storm. You'll see this call off, but really to no avail. Beautiful double stun from the Earth Spirit as Axe looks to be dead next, so Empire might have overextended just a little bit. They do get the Bloodseeker, which is a pretty huge kill, and they are going to walk away with 2 racks down, but probably a little unneeded deaths here. This is going to end up being a team wipe unless this Impale can save them, which it might. The Vendetta, Blink Dagger is available if needed as well, and he's going to use it to TP out. So the lone survivor is Mapush.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, they're able to hold, but I mean, for how long? It feels like Team Empire just kind of regroup, buy their items, run down and land together. I don't feel like Team Spirit can do much to hold.
That was 5,000 gold, by the way.
Okay. Wow.
It's pretty good.
Look
I mean,
what,
that gives Void his blink.
Bloodseeker has in his quick buy.
Is it a rapier? No,
No.
Octarine. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
when he
pointing
hits
that out.
that 25 with the blood right cooldown too, it becomes ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, true. What's the cooldown? So 5 seconds, huh? And the silence is 6. So, in theory, 100% uptime on silence. Nyx Assassin, Miposhka. Does he know? Oh, he has an Axe. I didn't even realize. Did he just pick that up?
This hero gets so ridiculous with items, doesn't he? Like once he starts picking up Blink Dagger, Aghanim Scepter, and items like Lotus Sword or Yules to survive in these fights. Just
Yeah, I think if they were behind, he probably would have gone for a Lotus Sword. But the Axe is just insane. But speaking of Axe, Void got so rich in that fight. I feel like most of that gold that they got was to him specifically because he finishes... Wait, didn't he finish another item on top of this? I thought he had a blink. Did he sell it? But he might have sold it actually for the Axe.
Oh, I don't know.
Like he bought it and then sold it immediately, I mean.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he definitely showed up. So we'll see. Either way though, Axe quite nice. What is that, a 40-second cooldown on Chrono, I think?
60, right?
What?
Yeah, 60.
What's it normally?
Or is it 120?
Is it really? Why doesn't it show? That's weird. It only shows the... doesn't show the original. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. Top right, still 60 seconds. I don't know, maybe I'm blind.
It's 140, 125, 110.
110, okay. So yeah, lots of changes. I think a cool change they could make, this, I know people are going to get triggered, but this was in Han, by getting Ags. Other than the cooldown, you can make it so allies can move very slowly in your Chronosphere. Remember that?
I do remember that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It was cool, but I feel like it never...
That's not true. It happened all the time. Because you would have like a Sand King come in. He'd like epicenter, and then once he's inside, he can still burrow. The spells, you know, but just use the cast damage. It doesn't matter about the attack. Yep, another idea for you, Valve. You're welcome.
You're just a game designer too, right?
Yes. I'm
balance
a
expert.
self-proclaimed balance expert in game design.
Cosmetic expert. What don't you do?
That's true, man. I do it all, you know. What can I say?
Radiant's top tower
Mirana is hitting like an absolute truck right now.
You got Aegis and Cheese, even Disruptor has an Aghanim Scepter. Venom 25 now.
All right, we need to do like a global view here to get all 3 arrows in view when she actually casts it. See? I've never actually seen the 4-second sacred arrow cooldown count taken either. Here is initiation. I see the arrows. Will any of them connect? Nope. A blast does come in, hits a couple heroes. Of course, Nick's Assassin's gonna be pretty annoyed with that. But Venomancer, he does get off most of his spells. It's a 1-for-1 Chrono Spear onto only 1 hero. Buyback onto Venomancer. And he's gonna TP in. I'm not sure if he has travel or not, but either way. Void taking the brunt of the damage. Arrow will connect. FN, Aegis was used. And with that, I do believe that is going to be the GG's called. No big surprise. Empire, very competitive series overall. And they'll come on top, which means that they will face Virtus Pro next in a best of 5 grand final.
Very nice series, competitive. I mean, both teams could have won this game. We saw Bloodseeker off to a phenomenal start. Unfortunately.